church today. Like that. If you have already made your pledge, thank you. Your support is greatly appreciated. Our parish goal is $116,000. We've made our goal the last several years, and we hope we can do it now. Right now we have a 5-minute video by our bishop.
Hello, this is Bishop Hicks, and I want to begin with a message today, a little exercise. Just silently, in your own mind, fill in the blank. I go to. So whatever pops into your mind, just fill in the blank. I go to. The second one, I belong to. Again, whatever pops into your mind, I belong to. There's a big difference between going to and belonging to. For example, there's a difference when we say, I go to this parish, or saying, I belong to this parish. When we say we go, we're saying that we are kind of connected, but not completely integrated in the life of that organization. When we say we belong, we are saying that we are an important and vital part of the life and the work of that organization. Just for the sake of example, let's take our own hometown professional football team. If one day you were going to a Bears game and someone said, hey, we need one more player. You are now going to play on the team. You are going to play in the game. You would no longer say, I'm going to the game. Instead, you would say, I belong to the team. You would no longer be a spectator, an observer, or a fan. Because you belong to the team, you would be playing hard and giving it your all. In the second reading today, St. Paul tells us, we belong to God. St. Paul specifically writes, all belongs to you, and you to Christ, and Christ to God. As Catholics, as Christians, as baptized missionary disciples, we belong to God. And if we belong to God, we cannot just be spectators, observers, or even loyal fans. In other words, we're invited to learn the playbook, come down from the seats in the balcony, and get on the field with zeal, dedication, generosity, and passion. If we belong to God, we are called to live the gospel and truly love God with our minds, hearts, and souls, and love our neighbor. The gospel today invites us to expand our capacity to love, to not only love those who love us, to love not only our own family, to love not only our neighbor, but to love even our enemies. Now, obviously, this kind of love is not easy, but it is a love that reflects God's love, a love that He has for all of us. Today, I am asking you to demonstrate your love by making a donation to the Catholic Ministries Annual Appeal, also known as the CMAA. The CMAA helps to support the ministries of the Diocese of Joliet. This annual appeal supports Catholic charities, seminarians' education, the education of our children and young people. The CMAA provides loving outreach to the poor, the vulnerable, the homeless, the hungry, the needy, the unborn, children, adolescents, adults, seniors, the disabled, the marginalized, and so many more. If you ever find yourself asking, why should I give to the Catholic Ministries Annual Appeal? Remember, you do not just go to church, you belong to the church. You belong to God. And if we belong to God, then we are called to put our faith into action with love. We are called to support our ministries in mission. So please, be generous and let us pray for each other and for the success of the CMAA. In advance, Thank you for your constant generosity and support. And please know how happy and proud I am to say that together we belong to God.